Mackenzie Johnston with Cattle News Central, bringing you your May 9th cattle industry headlines. Brought to you by AgRisk Advisors. They provide risk management programs to livestock producers all across the West. Whether you are concerned about price or weather risk, AgRisk Advisors, they are here to help. With current day market fluctuations, you and I both know there is nothing more important than locking in a price floor on your cattle. So if you'd like to learn more about an LRP, go ahead and reach out to an advisor today. We are also sponsored by American Beef Producer Magazine. They offer in-depth articles on a wide variety of topics within our industry. They feature award-winning photography and so much more within their publication. If you'd like to check out their most recent issue, their May issue, go ahead and click on the American Beef Producer link above in the caption. That's going to take you over to their Facebook page where you can do just that. American Beef Producer Magazine, guiding beef producers for over 25 years. And finally, Circle 5 Cow School. If you're wanting to learn how to preg check your own cows or start AIing, Circle 5 Cow School is definitely the way to go. Almost every week, they are hosting classes somewhere between Texas and Tennessee. If you'd like to check out their schedule, head on over to circle5cowschool.com. That is the number 5 in there. Or you can go ahead and just give them a follow on Facebook. According to data released by the USDA and compiled by the U.S. Meat Export Federation, U.S. beef exports soared to another new value record in March. Beef exports totaled 126,285 metric tons in March. That is up 1% from a year ago and the third largest on record. Additionally, value exported increased 33% to a record $1.07 billion. First quarter beef exports increased 6% to 353,852 metric tons, which was valued at just over $3 billion, up 41% compared to a year ago. Dan Halstrom, CEO and president of USMEF, he said that global demand for U.S. beef has eclipsed anything that he has seen in his many years in the meat business. But then we have the other side of the coin. According to National Beef Wire, the U.S. has only exported 91,000 head of cattle so far in 2022. That is down 26% compared to 2021. The majority of those cattle this year have went to Pakistan, Canada, and Mexico. According to drovers, approximately 2/3 of adults around the world claim to be concerned with climate change. So you would think that a fair amount of those individuals would be willing to alter their diets and possibly cut out beef and replace it with plant-based alternative protein, because that is the protein that is basically labeled eco-friendly. But luckily, that is not the case. According to an online poll of 24,000 adults by Ipsos Global Advisor, the majority of people still choose to eat beef instead of plant-based protein. On average, 68% of adults across 31 countries say that they are concerned with climate change, but only 44% of those people would be willing to eat less meat. Countries who the majority of their respondents said that they are likely to eat less meat to save the environment include Peru, Mexico, and China. And then countries who had the majority of respondents that say they are not going to be cutting back on their meat intake to supposedly save the environment, they include Japan, France, Poland, Canada, and the United States. Unfortunately, Ipsos Global Advisor, they were very biased when they released these poll results. The market research company made sure to include a 10-year-old quote from the Food and Ag Organization of the United Nations, claiming that livestock accounts for 14.5% of global greenhouse gas emissions. We all know this number has been debunked time and time again. Nonetheless, it continues to find its way into research and other reports, and all it does is paint the livestock industry as the culprit for increased greenhouse gas emissions. Meeting Place has reported that Mauricio Bauer, a former director with the World Wildlife Fund, he has been named new corporate sustainability officer at JBS Brazil. With WWF, Bauer helped develop and implement strategies involving beef, leather, palm oil, and soybeans. He also worked at JBS Australia and spent more than a decade at other companies in the food industry. In this new position, Bauer will lead JBS's sustainability strategy in Brazil, which will be a challenge since the meat giant announced last year that they plan to reach net zero greenhouse gas emissions by 2040. This update, we are also sponsored by 4T Ag Insurance, your go-to contractor for ag insurance. The folks at 4T Ag are dedicated to providing you with insight, information, and alternative risk solutions that are custom fit to your business and personal needs. They offer both drought and crop insurance, and they offer LRPs on both fed and feeder cattle. If you'd like more information, head on over to their website, www.4tag.net. That is the number 4, TAG.net. Northern Ag Network has reported that due to drought conditions, very strong cull cow prices, and limited forage availability, beef cow slaughter is up 16.9% through mid-April, year over year. The current pace of beef cow slaughter suggests an annual beef herd culling rate of 13.8%, which is a record since data started being collected back in 1986. If this culling rate continues, beef cow numbers can be expected to drop all the way down below 29 million head by January 1st of 2023. This would be the largest annual beef cow herd decrease since the mid-1980s. Whether or not we continue to see beef cow slaughter stay elevated all depends on drought conditions in the coming months. If drought areas do catch some rain over the next few weeks, that will allow the industry to avoid such a drastic drop in beef cow herd numbers. If drought conditions do not improve until later this year or into next year, better conditions in 2023 would at best allow the industry to stabilize inventories and lay the groundwork to begin recovery in 2024 at the earliest. The elevated beef cow slaughter numbers, along with the large number of heifers in feedlots and the fact that heifer slaughter is up 2% year over year so far in 2022, suggests that female numbers are being pulled down even before the worst drought impacts are felt. That is all I have for you guys this morning. I wanted to wish all you mothers out there happy Mother's Day. I forgot to do so last week. I hope you all had a wonderful Sunday with your family and friends. I hope you all got the opportunity to enjoy some beautiful weather. It was gorgeous here in central Nebraska over the weekend. We caught about 1.5 inches more of rain on Saturday night. It just does not get any better. Have yourself a fantastic Monday. I'll catch you later.